Hello, my name is Apollo Brantley, and this is a business assumption that I've been thinking about for the past couple of months. The company's called Boba Tea Cafe, and basically we're going to specialize in bubble tea drinks. Bubble tea, what is it? Bubble teas are made with original blend of tea and natural flavors served over sweet and chewy pearls. That's what makes it different. It's the pearls. The pearls are tapioca starch and tastes like caramel flavor. Boba Tea Cafe, we're looking at specializing in over 40 flavors. I would like to go over my startup expenses in year one. Basically, I start off with my starting point of going over the balance sheet. As you can see, we're not buying any real estate property or land. Leasehold improvements is basically the remodel of a facility. Equipment is $20,000 is to purchase all equipments. Furniture and fixtures, we're looking at chairs, tables, with a total fixed asset of $30,000. Looking at the pre-opening salary and wages, the $10,000 is basically for the contracting work for the leasehold improvements, for the remodel. Inventory is pretty much start out for the week. Looking at the operating capital, we're looking at a total required fund of $51,350 just to open the doors. Me and my partner were looking at I'm looking at a 51% um, ownership, which totaled about $26,000, and my partner is looking at a 48% ownership, and she came in with $25,000. We have no commercial loan or mortgage or any kind of credit debt whatsoever. Going to payroll on two-way tab. We're looking at the owners, me, as far as number of employees. I'm looking around $20 an hour at 40 hours. It'll give me a estimate total of about around 3,400 a month. And this drags on until the end of the year. We're looking at 4 full-time employees at $15 an hour, about 35 hours a week, with a total of $9,100 a month. We pretty much did all the breakdown as far as Social Security, federal, state, for the state of California. And these are the percentages basically of going through that process. Going over to 2B tab, our total for year one was 41,000 as far as salary wise, with a 10% increase in year two and year three. Looking at full-time employees, I'm looking at doubling the employees I originally estimated at 100%, which brings this total up to 218,000. And of course, we still got to look at Social Security, medical, and federal, down to the 20% increase. So now to the good stuff. Basically, these are my products on top: red milk, ice red, and so on. We're going to only focus on 16 ounce with a sell price of $6, $5.50. Our cost per goods only costs us $1. which gives us a profit margin, as you see here. Pretty good profit margin. Our assumption basically is in January, we're looking at 500 units sold going forward. And ice red tea, ice jasmine, blueberry, they fluctuate back and forth. Depends on flavor and taste. But this is what we guesstimate basically on past experience. Then we move on to a sales forecast for up to year 1 to year 3. So here we started here in January of year 2. The reason why it's at 550 now because we're looking at a 10% increase from year 1 to year 2. And from year 2 to year 3, it's also another 10% increase. There is no additional inputs as far as accounting is concerned. Account receivables basically customers pay as they come in. So that's why it's 100% paid within 30 days from year 1, year 2, and year 3. Account payable is the same. We're going to straight pay before 30 days on all of our inventory. We're comfortable with having 3,000 in cash on hand, basically. And as far as fixed assets, of course, we open up in January of next year. That's the plan. And these are just pretty much follow through from the first page as far as remodel, equipment needed, and furniture. But we're looking at another remodel in year 3 just to keep current with the trend. These are assumptions pretty much for income tax here in California. We're looking at 20% all the way down. That's just more of a guesstimate to make sure our taxes are paid. As you see in advertising, expenses, they pretty much run the same. Like I mentioned earlier, there's no loans or mortgages. And that's why, and just ran down to depreciation. As far as growth wise, in 2014, 2015, 2016, we went low with a 3% growth rate. With a total operating expenses of 30,000 to 34,000 to 45,000. Here in our cash flow forecast for year 1, we started at 5,000 and continued to climb over the months. Of course, it shows at the bottom is our cash sales and our cash inflows. And this runs through year 1, 2, and 3. Here's the income statement. I just follow through from page 1. And the balance sheet. And last but not least, the break-even analysis.